And in the East, we have possibly right. This team is possibly the highest hyped underdog, in the league. I've seen a couple of analysts say like they could surprise us this season. It's an opinion that I think we both would agree. And now we're talking about the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler. Erwin, what do you think of this version of the Miami Heat without Dwayne Wade? And what are the chances you give them of winning the championship for what would be the organization's fourth title?
There's definitely a lot to like. The Heat are definitely in a good position. They have recovered quite well since LeBron has left to Cleveland and then obviously to the Lakers. And they have recovered quite well since Dwayne Wade has retired. And Jimmy Butler is, you can't have a better star, I'll say superstar, in Jimmy to be able to lead an organization with the culture that they have in place, with the way how Jimmy Butler is. The guy is just a dog. The guy is the first guy in the gym, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and he's the last guy out. Yeah. So you can't have a better guy.
He was going to the AAA, I think, like they said, like at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, some crazy ass shit,
yeah,
and that's just the type of. It just fits to the culture that the Miami Heat, that the Heat culture that Miami had. That was instilled by the Godfather Pat Riley.
And continues on with his predecessor Erik Spoelstra.
And it continues down to Coach Spo, and definitely to the leaders of the locker room. Talking about UD. Jimmy Butler, they all got that Heat DNA going on. One stat I do want to bring up that is going to be very important. The reason why I want to bring this up is the records of the top Eastern Conference, the top 5 teams in the East when they play each other. You want to know who has the best record? When they go against each other. I know because
you showed it to me, but who?
The Miami Heat, man.
Let them know the record.
They're 6. I'm gonna say all the records. Here are the records of the top 5 Eastern Conference teams when they play each other. The Celtics are 5-3. The Toronto Raptors, that have been getting a lot of hype lately, 4-7. The Milwaukee Bucks, the odds-on favorite to get out of the East, they're 5-4. The Indiana Pacers, they're 3-7. The Miami Heat,
what are they?
6-2.
Oh my God!
I don't know about you, man, but but there's good and bad, regarding this. This definitely shows that when the Heat gotta play, to when they play the best out of the best, they definitely bring their best.
Hell yeah!
So that's something really good. And regarding the Bucks, which I brought it up earlier, they beat the Bucks twice earlier in the season with no Jimmy Butler. They beat Giannis at their house.
They figured out a scheme to stop Giannis.
I don't know. Giannis just like, I don't know, when he sees the Heat, it's just like, not trembles, but he just has a bad game. And I seen it myself. I went to the Heat game, the last Heat game before the shutdown. Weren't
you chilling with Jimmy and shit?
I was sitting with Bam, but
that's right.
No, okay, no, but when Milwaukee and Giannis came down here to our house, just to let you guys know, we are based in Miami. The Heat, man, they showed them what's up, and they beat them. They beat them in Miami pretty handily. But to go with the Heat, they have a good mixture of young and veterans.
Yeah, they do.
They got,
especially once they brought in Iggy.
Yeah, they got they got veterans as Iggy, which this shutdown, believe it or not, I think it's been beneficial. It kind of gives Iggy, a chance to settle down.
Yeah.
To my
true.
To
I was gonna say he got more than enough rest on Memphis.
No, but not only that, but obviously, the guy got enough rest.
Chilling in Memphis.
But yeah, he's getting shit. I wish I was picking up paychecks like
I
that.
know, right?
But
nice paychecks too.
But Iggy had more than enough time to get with the coaching staff. He had some practices in, with the training camps. So he's definitely more aware of what the Heat going on with the Simpsons.
Probably asking, the right questions.
Right questions.
Research.
And you know what, man? Iggy is a tested veteran. He is a champion. He's been through his playoff battles with the Golden State Warriors. They're in their time to their mini dynasty. So he'll definitely
Mini dynasty.
Mini dynasty.
That shit was a whole dynasty, bro.
Nah, man.
4 or 5 years.
I know mini dynasty, man. A dynasty. When you think about a dynasty, you think about like Bill Russell and the Celtics. That was like for 10 years.
Oh, chill, man.
Type
That's
shit, man.
so rare. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but that's like a dynasty.
Yeah,
that was like
that's like only Pats and Celtics.
Exactly. That's like a mini dynasty.
Maybe Spurs.
But yeah, Iggy definitely brings that experience. But other players to bring up is the reason why the Heat. And I'm gonna give you their ceiling. I'm gonna give you their floor. Their ceiling. Before I get to that point, their ceiling right now, I would say, as much as I want to say the finals, if they manage to get past the Bucks in a round 2 matchup with their seeding right now, with the Bucks being number 1 and the Heat being 4, I just don't see the Heat getting past the Celtics if they meet them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know what it is with the Celtics, but the Heat has always have trouble going on with the Boston Celtics. So just for that, I say
arguably have more depth.
I say their ceiling is an appearance in the Eastern Conference Finals, and their floor being an exit in round 2. Pretty good with the fact that they didn't make the playoffs last year, but the reason why their ceiling has gone up is with the emergence of probably your most improved player of the year, Bam Adebayo, first-time All-Star. Giannis Stopper. The emergence as well of other young players, Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Herro, Derrick Jones Jr., and a GOAT that has been so far with the scrimmages. Man, this guy's been performing better than Kawhi Leonard, Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, he's a nice role player, but
he is. He did his thing on the Celtics.
He did his thing, but I mean, no, he's not a GOAT. Chill, man. I think Miami Heat fans would love for Leonard to get traded, to be honest with you. But then again, if I'd rather have a Leonard than Dion Waiters and James Johnson, I'll tell you that.
Yes. And a Leonard can shoot threes at least.
A Leonard can shoot threes, and the guy is 7 foot tall, so it's good to have.
Too.
But yeah, there's a lot of good things to go on with the Heat, and the good thing is with this bubble right now, all the NBA teams right now are enclosed in this bubble, and there's not that many distractions, and there's no noise, there's no fans, and man, the Heat players are all like dogs. They're gonna get to your face, they're gonna talk mad shit,
they're focused.
And they're
hyper-focused.
They're hyper-focused, and they grind down on teams, and I think that's gonna take a toll on a lot of teams that they go on the matchups.
Even Jimmy Butler has gotten complaints already from his hotel room because he's dribbling on that. That's like on his chill time. This man is dribbling.
No, man, they're just obsessed with it. Man, there's a lot to love with this team. I wouldn't be surprised if they make the finals, but we'll see what happens, man. It should be interesting. I really do hope that the seeding stays in place with 4 and 5, with being the Pacers. Number 1 being that it seems like Oladipo, we're not sure if he's going to play or not, but Sabonis is going to be out. But I want to see the matchup between T.J. Warren and Jimmy Butler. Yeah, with I think Jimmy Butler throwing a kiss at him, at T.J. Warren.
Butler's going to wash him up.
But anyways, man, enough about that, man. What do you think about the Heat, Andrade?
Okay, let's see. All right. Percentage I give the Miami Heat to win the championship, 60%.
Okay.
Floor, I agree with you. Second round exit. That's the floor for me. Ceiling for me is actually the finals. Now winning it though, I don't think if they were to face Clippers, Lakers, maybe even like Nuggets, it's their first year in this group, so yeah. But that's why they're ceiling. I do think they can make it to the finals. Past the Bucks, past the Celtics, past the Raptors, and past the Sixers.
I'm just concerned about the Celtics.
Here's what I like about the Heat. We have one chosen star,
Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Everybody knows this is the leader and the superstar of the Miami Heat.
Yep.
Everybody knows that. That's actually very crucial, especially in the playoffs, where you can have as much depth as you want, but championship teams don't win with depth. They win with having 1 or 2 superstars, well, at least one dedicated, leader, and then everybody knows to go in as a team and, as a unit.
No, you know what? Butler as well as a bona fide closer. He's a superstar that can close.
I was gonna get to that. Well, that's why that's what I was gonna get to, the chosen star. Like, the problem with the Celtics is like, and this, like I said in the Celtics video, like, the Sixers had the same problem. Like, who's gonna be the closer? Who's gonna be during crunch time that we give the ball to, and we're like, lead us to the promised land? Butler's gonna be that for the Heat. And if Butler has an off night, luckily we have potentially other players that can step up to the plate. In my opinion, I could see Nunn being that. I could see Adebayo, obviously, but I'd say Nunn because he's backcourt player and he has that fire in him. And so we'll see if it did come down to that. But at least we know Butler's the guy.
Maybe the Dragon.
I was gonna say the Dragon, but Dragon's like, when he has a hot night, he has a hot night. When he doesn't, he doesn't. But when he has a hot night, then yeah, just definitely pass Goran the ball, because that guy can shoot. He's just a beast sometimes when he's on fire. And then we got Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is the Giannis Antetokounmpo stopper.
What makes
first. Bam so special is the fact that he's a mobile center, which is not very common. And that's why he can defend Giannis. He might not have Giannis's size. He definitely doesn't have Giannis's offensive abilities, but he can keep up with Giannis and keep him at the perimeter. Or if Giannis can get down low, Bam has strength to at least get in his face and mess up his game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So, and that's a big reason that the Heat have done so well against the Bucks. On top of their scheming, which has been talked about several times, where several analysts have even said other teams are going to look at the Heat and how their strategy in the game to beat the Bucks is going to be the blueprint for a lot of teams on how to beat Giannis and the Bucks. So, and that's a testament to Spoelstra and his staff's credibility and expertise. And luckily we have Bam, who can carry that blueprint and, excel in it. Next, we got 3-point shooters. The Heat have a deep roster of consistent 3-point shooters.
Tell that to Whiteside.
Led by 3 people, and and that's Duncan Robinson, Tyler Herro, and Kendrick Nunn. Duncan was on pace to be in the top 5 most made threes in a single regular season until the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Tyler Herro was close to shooting 40% from the 3 in the regular season.
As a rookie. Jeez.
As a rookie. And then Nunn is Nunn. And on top of those 3, we also have bigs that can shoot. Onlynk can shoot threes. Meyers, Leonard can shoot threes. Butler can shoot threes. Butler can just do anything. And he may not be a dedicated 3-point shooter, but he can shoot threes. Iggy can shoot threes, as he had that very clutch 3-point shot that we all saw. Was it last year or 2 years ago? You know which one I'm talking about?
Not 100% sure, but he does have those clutch playoff moments. And
yeah,
very important with this team is, since you brought up Leonard as well, this team is finally healthy.
Yes. Yeah, and I think when they went into the bubble, they were the first team, or the only team, at least at the time, that was bringing their entire team full entire roster to the bubble. They were the only team, at least at the time when I read it, that did that for NBA Orlando. So that's always a good thing. And then, so the reason I bring up 3-point shooting is because, especially in this era, 3-point shooting is what helps win championship. You need to have consistent 3-point shooting.
Yep.
And then next, we got defense. Miami Heat have already it's known they have one of the best organizational cultures in the entire league. And on top of that, with Spoelstra leading the way, they're a very defensive mindset leading team. And now, with that defensive culture, we also have defensive players that can do that. And the leaders for that is Bam Adebayo, Andre Iguodala, and Jimmy Butler. Iggy is going to do... hopefully. I'm actually up in the air about Iggy. I don't know what Iggy we're going to get, because a part of me is like, man, maybe he is... I don't want to say spent out, but maybe he's not as hungry as before because of the whole Warriors dynasty already went through, you know what I mean? But hopefully he still comes back with the same hunger. Great perimeter defender. Butler, he stays on top of everybody. Bam can play at the perimeter, can play down low. So, and then everyone else can play defense. Nunn can play defense. Herro can play defense. Robinson can play defense.
He's gotten better.
Yeah, exactly. So, those aren't like the best defenders, but they can play defense. And luckily, the Heat organization has shown that they can teach that two-way mentality, offense and defense, to all the players or the majority of the players in the team. And yeah, they've done a great implementation of that. And then we got other people on the team that are crucial players for the rotation, and that's Goran Dragic, Meyers Leonard, Kelly Olynyk, and Jay Crowder, which still up in the air for me, but
I like him a lot.
My gut tells me that,
Mr. Bossman,
that he'll be able to perform, close to his peak or peak Jay Crowder that we've seen. Because if he can do that's then we have pretty good depth.
I mean, from what we've seen so far out of that trade with the Grizzlies.
Oh, wait, my bad. And let me shout out Derrick Jones Jr., who's also not just a high flying dunker, but a good defender too.
And he's a champion. The dunk night, the dunk contest champion.
Yeah,
that is maybe a future
that
champion.
Winning mindset.
Exactly. No, but okay. I think we could agree so far on that trade that happened with the Grizzlies. The best player that has performed so far has been Jay Crowder. Out of the people they picked. Because I believe
Iggy's like what, 54, 55?
Iggy's been like whatever, and the other guy, Solomon Hill, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. He hasn't really played much.
No. I like him, but yeah.
I mean, but it's already a win in itself for the Heat. That
hell yeah, we got rid of.
Everyone
we needed to get rid of.
We got rid of James Johnson, I think, and we got rid of injury plague a guy made out of glass, and Justice Winslow.
We've gotten rid of everyone we needed.
I don't know how the hell Pat Riley got rid of Dion Waiters.
He's probably blackmailed
James Johnson.
That's why he's the godfather. Not just because he pulled these moves off, but how he pulled
I'm
these
like,
moves
dude,
off.
I don't know how. Not even in 2K, you can't do that.
Richardson a little, but whatever.
Whatever. We got Butler. That's what matters. And we got rid of Whiteside too.
Yeah, and I was I don't want to say a big believer in Whiteside early on, but I was a believer in Whiteside, and then he let me down. But luckily, Bam stepped up, and I'm so glad we have a center now that we can believe in, because we haven't had a star center since Shaq. You know what I mean? The Heat. We haven't. I mean, think of the centers we had to go through when we had LeBron. Woo, Jesus, forgettable ass names.
Eddie Curry.
Yeah.
Eddie Curry. Fuck.
I'm trying.
Greg Oden.
Something. What was his name?
Joel Anthony.
Yeah.
Man, the Warden.
I liked him though.
The Warden. You can't sleep on that guy, man. Yeah.
But all right. But here's the thing where the Heat might fall off. So all the positives that I just said are also the negatives, because we're relying on our rotation and our 3-point shooting on young rookies, Duncan, Nunn, and Herro.
Well, Duncan's not a rookie.
He's not a rookie, but he's
second-year player. And he's still recent from not playing from the D League, not that far off. And the thing is, when you're relying on players that don't have much experience, especially in the playoffs, you don't know what you're getting. You know what I mean? Because now you're performing under different pressure. So that's where it's all right, are they going to be able to play as consistent as they did in the regular season? Even in the regular season, the Heat were a pretty inconsistent team. Yeah, they were up and down.
They would beat these great teams like you said earlier, and then sometimes we would just fall to the Wizards. And hopefully that was just because of laziness or not being ready for those games, but still not a great sign, especially when we're talking about Heat culture and always trying to win every single game.
Fortunately, all the teams are going to play in the playoffs are probably going to be pretty damn good. So
yeah,
but we'll see.
And yeah, so it's like I've said a lot about other teams in these playoffs. A lot of these teams in these playoffs are young, and a lot of them don't. The big reason a lot of them don't have a great chance of winning it all is because it's more about the future. You know what I mean? This Heat team, the Celtics team, the Nuggets team, the Jazz, there's so many young players that are still in that phase of becoming winners. You know what I mean? Early LeBron. And then we have this whole opposite side, Kawhi, LeBron, Durant when he comes back, Harden, all these more experienced championship level contenders, except for Harden, but at least he's in terms of talent he's up there. Damian, that now it's their window of opportunity. You know what I mean? So that's just the facts of it. But one thing I will give the Heat that might benefit them, just like how the Nuggets they have this potential benefit. For the Heat, the potential benefit is that the pandemic could work in their favor in the sense that they were stuck in Miami. Like, if there was any other city that you could be stuck in, you want to be in Miami.
Of course, man.
You had warm weather. You could go outside even on lockdown in your backyard and work out. All of them were posting clips on Insta, socials, whatever, showing them sticking to their workouts. On top of that, you got the Heat culture mentality, how you were saying earlier. So even on lockdown, like, guess what? The Heat organization already has this mindset of being locked down during the entire season. So like, this pandemic just kind of like, I don't think it affected many of them because they already had this mindset of, even though they might not have the premier talent to win a championship, they've gone into the season. That's why Riley made the trade earlier this season, because, like, you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to see if we can go for the chip and see how far we can push this team. And so in the bubble, I think every single player, and I was a little worried about Herro, I'm not going to lie. Herro was doing his thing on lockdown, you know what I mean? Like, he was a little distracted.
Yeah, it was those Instagram
he's in
models.
His new relationship, yeah. But you know what? He seems to be pretty serious. Like, so all that worry or like a little anxiety that I had about him has washed away. And yeah. And then there was one more thing I was gonna say about that could also benefit them, and now it just slipped my mind. Do you have anything?
What, Miles Leonard?
No. Damn, it was literally on the top of my mind, and then it just kind of just.
What, Derrick Jones,
away.
Kelly, Spo.
No. Oh yeah. There's also the thing with the Celtics and the Raptors is that there's a lack of playoff experience with that core or that organization. I mean, the Raptors just recently had one championship, but the thing is, Spoelstra, Riley, that whole organization. I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the staff and the organization has playoff experience. So I believe they're going to like. That helps a lot. Like, people don't realize that helps a lot in a team getting deep into the playoffs because, like, it's already inseamed in that culture.
It helps, but I mean, it helps a little bit.
Man.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the players that are gonna play.
Of course, but bro, all right. Look at the amount of the teams that win championships in the last 20 years. It's like a handful, a little bit more than a handful that have won a championship in the past. Every once in a while, you have these anomalies like Pistons in 04 and Raptors in 19, but most of the times it's like these known organizations that win it. And luckily, the Heat have been one of the few that have won it one in 2000s, one in 2010s.
Should have been 3 in the 10s.
Hopefully one in 2020s. I mean, yeah, but you know, we'll have a talk with LeBron about that one day.
Hey, it's fine. And we'll have a talk with Giannis when he comes down here in the 2020s.
Yeah. Okay, you just brought up. All right, last little benefit that I think people are sleeping on the Heat is that the Heat are in contention they're considered one of, if not the highest potential team in the free market for next year, for 2021. Because they're going to have 2 free spaces. That's why they're currently talking Bam to now take the contract extension and to just trust them. So these playoffs, in my opinion, and I'm sure Spoelstra and Riley have talked about it, is like an audition for other players to be aware, like, look how good this Heat squad is right now. If you come into this Heat squad, whether it's Giannis, Oladipo, etc., imagine how far you can push us, and we're gonna win the championship.
Yeah,
and
but
I'm positive that squad and that organization is looking at this bubble as an how do you say
audition.
An audition, yeah, like a
preview,
yeah, a showcase to like, hey, look at us, and yeah, basically auditioning for other.
But that class is not this off season, but the next one, the 2021.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, like you only got this and next, so it's like, okay, they're gonna show it right now.
Yeah, but Beal, you can stay in Washington if you want, man. That's what you get for picking the money.
Damn.
You know, Oladipo and
nah, he can stay. I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take Giannis and
Oladipo.
I'll take Oladipo
if he's healthy
too. Yeah, because he's got that Mamba mentality too. But
yeah.
Giannis, bro, come on, man, stop playing with us. Everybody knows you're coming to Miami. What, doors wide open, bro? I'm telling you,
bro. We'll just eliminate him in round 2, bro.
Make a compilation of all the clips of me saying Miami, Giannis is coming to Miami, because when he does, you're gonna see this compilation video. Like,
yeah, you heard it on
saying, yeah,
you heard it on BTD first, just like we predicted the Raptors championship last year.
Yeah, we did in 6.
For the 6.
In the 6, yeah. But all right, that concludes our episode for today. We only got 4 teams left,
the
Erwin.
Big boys.
For real, this series is coming to a close. Thank you to everyone that's been coming along. We love the love. We love the hate.
Ugh, coronavirus.
God damn, man. For real. Stay away from me. Yes, next episode is not happening because we are not recording now.
Yeah, if y'all don't subscribe, I'm gonna sneeze on y'all. But
yeah, and next we got Los Angeles Lakers, Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Clippers, and Toronto Raptors. The Final Four, which, oh, man, that's gonna be fun to get into.
Yes, sir.
But you guys know what it is. Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. You got Irwin, Andrade, back again. See you guys next time. Oh, follow us on Insta, Twitter, all that crap. You know, we forget sometimes, but you see it right here. And you got anything you want to say? You're already chillaxing.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm not the blue guy today. Today I'm the white guy.
Yeah, and they caught me wanting to get that. All right, now we're gonna go shoot. We're gonna go shoot, right?
Maybe.
Shoot ball. Wow, bro, guys, tell him to shoot. He wants to go to the gym. Like, come on, bro, let's go shoot around outside. Get some vitamin D. Yeah.
You guys take care.
Peace.